Hello all sentient beings and welcome to the Transmissions Podcast, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers! On this episode of Transmissions, Mastermind Creations third-party DJD Nickel and Sparkeater show up for pre-order. Takara Tomy reveal new Transformer figures at the Shizuoka Hobby Show, and a Beast Wars Femme Fatale is getting a new Masterpiece figure. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, 2019, and this is episode 329 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that lost over $1 billion in the 90s. But at least we didn't pay any taxes. I'm your host, Charles, a.k.a. Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, a.k.a. Yakko.
Hey, how you doing?
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Hello. Let's talk Transformers.
All right, so we're back again. We are Yoshi-less again. Sniff, sniffle, cry. But we'll continue on.
I think we'll just celebrate the times that he's here.
That's probably less work.
Yes.
As always, we start off talking about our donations, our Donatreons, those lovely people who give us money on Patreon and PayPal. And for the second week in a row, we have a new Donatreon. Thank you, Gavin, for joining up this week.
Awesome. Thank you very much, Gavin. Welcome to the club.
Yeah, and he's already hanging out on the Discord, so he knows where to find us and join the conversation, so that's always good.
And he has good opinions on how gas station sushi should not exist.
Good opinions?
Well, meaning that he agrees that it is something that should not exist.
Yeah, I think there's only one opinion that really makes sense there.
Yeah.
Gas station sushi should not be a thing.
No.
Two things should not be uttered in the same sentence.
All right, Gavin. Well, now that you're a member of the club, you get all the perks. We should probably be getting one of our Till All Are One comics out to you at some point soon. I guess in the after 2 months. We've got the show live. You can listen to the show live every Sunday that we record it. You get access to all the any special content we put out on our Donatreon or Patreon feed. So that includes that Transmissions Declassified that will be coming any day now.
Hey, I hear those are great.
There's a backlog of them if you haven't listened to them before.
He's got a bunch of them and he hasn't heard yet.
Yep.
It's true.
All right. As always, we also want to mention our merchandise store. So if you would like to support the show, but you don't want to become a Donatreon, you can go to our TeePublic store, which is at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. And that takes you straight to our TeePublic store. And if you buy anything from our store or from any other place in TeePublic through our link, that gives us a little bonus. And we also like to mention the TeePublic store for friend of the show, K-Girl, who has done all the art for our show in the past. So you can check out her store at teepublic.com/user/superstark. And we'll have links in the show notes if you don't know how to spell that. Hopefully you should be able to spell that. But anyway. All right, let's start off and talk about some toys.
All right. Well, this week, I have a bit of a reminder for everybody that a pre-order is coming due, and the product's going to start shipping soon. So if you haven't ordered it or kind of forgot about it, get those pre-orders in, because that product's going to arrive soon. This is Mastermind Creations R38, Foxwire, and Nye. Or Ni, or whatever the hell they're calling it. N-I is the spelling. So take your pick. This is a 2-pack of figures, tiny little guys, but this is the Sparkeater, and I've already forgotten her name. Nickel, right, from the DJD, from the pages of More Than Meets the Eye. So nice small figures. What?
You missed the perfect opportunity to do a Knights Who Say Knee joke.
Knee. Right.
Daryl doesn't know Monty Python.
I am a fan. I'm just not a dedicated, know all the possible joke references fan. I've seen them all once, so your geek cred is showing.
It's on Netflix now.
Back to the matters at hand, nerds. Stop being so nerdy and let's talk about some nerdy toys. So these things are coming available. They are pre-orderable from the Mastermind Creations kind of exclusive dealer, Planet Steel Express, for 938 Hong Kong dollars or 119.50 US. Or you can get them from BBTS and all the rest of the regular places for about $125.90 or $124.99. So if you want to spend the extra $5, you can get it from basically everywhere else. That's something that I wanted to remind everyone about, because these things, Mastermind Creations really hasn't done anything with the DJD in a while, and these things are coming due, and this will kind of expand that DJD cabinet that you might have going on. Any interest out of either one of you for the Sparkeater and Nickel here?
These do look really nice. I would be interested, but I think these are, at least the price point for me is just a tad on the high side. I mean, I know these are really detailed figures, but they are a little, they're smaller figures. So is $60 a figure reasonable for these guys?
Well, let me run through some of the accessories and the package contents for you. Hopefully that helps. So obviously you get the figures. So you get a chain that'll go around the Sparkeater's neck and an alternate beast head. You get tools, the medic tools for Nickel, which include 6 different pieces. You get swappable faces for Nickel, 4 different expressions, manuals, a comic, and bio cards. So it's a bunch of different little pieces, accessories. I'll remind you that both figures are transformable. So you do get the alternate mode of the Sparkeater and whatever the hell Nickel transforms into, which was that little kind of spaceship looking thing. They did put a lot of work into these things, and sure, $60 a figure might be on the high side, but these are really nice looking figures, and I think that they're probably worth it. Jeremy, what are your thoughts?
I, like Charles, I'm not in the market for third-party toys right now, but I really like these, particularly Nickel. What you called medic tools are things like wrenches and a hammer, and I love that, and I love that, like, they like hang on her, but they aren't like molded there. You can take them off and put them in her hands. Mm-hmm. And I love that, they added that little bit to it. I noticed on her head there's like a gauge, and I wish that they had, since they were remolding the faces, or maybe the faceplate goes into that existing head, but
I think it comes out of that head, yeah.
Yeah, so it would have been nice if the gauge had changed based on her expression. Like if she was angry or upset, it would be like, in the red, and then if she was happy, it'd be on the other side.
That would be kind of cool, yeah.
But, that's a little thing. But I think these both look great. I mean, the beast mode on the Sparkeater looks fantastic. I mean, this is not a toy that Hasbro is going to release.
No.
It's just, the market is just too, focused on people that liked a particular comic series, and that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah, this is niche of a niche of a niche.
Right, but it looks great. I'm sure the high price is also because of that super niche aspect of it.
Yep.
But if you've been collecting all of these, I imagine you're going to be very happy with these.
For the record, I'm looking to pick them up. I do currently have the existing DJD members out there, so this will help expand that shelf for me. So hopefully I can find them at a convention. I do not have them pre-ordered.
Do you think these will show up at TFCon Toronto?
Well, seeing as from what I can tell, they are expected soon. So we've got as we're recording this, we're almost 2 months away from TFCon Toronto. So I'm hoping, I am. I'm hoping to see them on the convention floor there.
All right, that might this might be a purchase for me. If I find these at TFCon Toronto, I might pick these up.
Hey, well, if we can get them together, maybe we'll get a deal.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so Charles, get Daryl to pick them up for you.
What do you do for 2 sets? What do you want 2 sets of the same figure? Don't argue with me. I just want 2 sets.
I like to have them in both modes.
Don't you tell me how to play with my toys. Anyway, that's what I brought to the...
What accent is that? Brooklyn Yoshi?
It's you know, I've been in the city. I live in the city. I never step outside of the Bronx. I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Apologies to all our New York listeners.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm gonna let someone else talk now. Jeremy, please talk.
I have something that's looking really nice. At the Shizuoka Hobby Show in Japan, Takara showed off a prototype of MP46 Black Arachnia. This is a full-color prototype, and it has... we see it both in beast mode and in robot mode, and it looks like she just came off the CGI, model from the show. The beast mode, or the robot mode, has a translucent webbing behind her, which, if you're going to display her, that would be the way to do it. I think this thing looks great. The rumored pricing is about $137, 15,000 yen. This is pre-orders are starting May 15th, so by the time you hear this, pre-orders will be up, and it's coming out in November. So you'll get Black Widow. This is smile parts. I'm guessing it's an alternate face. Yeah, okay, yeah. So, and then you have a screaming face. You get her poison anchor, which is an anchor missile, a visor cable, a cord, the spiderweb pieces. You get the little square base that they have her mounted on. And this thing looks really cool. Charles, as the other fan of Beast Wars, what do you think of this?
This does look really nice. I mean, the particularly the robot mode looks really well done. I have seen some complaints about the spider mode, that the robot parts are kind of just balled up underneath the spider body.
Yeah.
I mean, just particularly the I guess the abdomen of the spider looks kind of, you can really see it's just like robot kibble.
Yeah, I'm wondering, though, if that could be partially mistransformation, as we commonly see at these type of shows.
I hope so. I mean, other than that, though, it looks really nice. It looks very much like the CGI model. Yeah, so it's a really well done. I think Beast Wars fans should be pleased. I mean, and the price is not. I mean, considering we had what was like $300 for Beast Wars Megatron. This one, the fact this one is quote unquote only $136. I guess that's that's at least a little bit more hopeful for Beast Wars fans.
Yeah, and that seems a little more reasonable. I mean, they're going to be able to get some mold reuse, I'm sure, by figuring out how to make this into Tarantulas. Daryl, how about you? You're a fan of the toys, so...
I am a fan of the toys, and I like the way that the robot mode looks. I know that from what I've understood through listening to the discussions on the groups and stuff, there is a lot of people trying to figure out whether that stand is included or not, because apparently everyone thinks it's the stand that came with Dinobot. So yeah, I'm
just going on what TFW posted. So.
Yeah, so I guess nobody really knows for sure until you get it in hand, out of the box. A lot of people are really hoping that the stand comes with it, but it looks good. I agree that the spider transformation really, I don't see obviously 8 legs, but in the body, the torso there, thorax I think it's called for a bug, I don't see a spider there. Other than that, the robot mode looks cool. Definitely going with the animation model. So yeah, looks fun.
All right. Well, that is my toy topic. Charles, what do you got?
All right. Well, I have some more stuff from that same Shizuoka Hobby Show. So in addition to Masterpiece Black Arachnia, I guess that was the only new figure they showed off, but they had a bunch of other figures that we've known were coming, but we haven't really gotten good looks at. So there were a bunch of figures from a bunch of different lines. So we had War for Cybertron Siege, we had some of the Studio Series, and we had one Masterpiece movie figure. So first up with the Siege figures, we have the Galaxy, Galaxy Force or Cybertron Optimus Prime. We have Thundercracker, who is, of course, a repaint of the Starscream figure. And then we have Barricade, which is a repaint of Prowl. Repaint with a new head, I guess. So those are the Siege figures. Then from the Studio Series, we have two of the Constructicons, Hightower and Longhaul. Dark of the Moon, Optimus Prime. So this is Optimus Prime with a trailer, and the trailer transforms into his jetpack and wings. So I guess, Daryl, we need to compare this with the other two figures that you combined.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure it's from Dark of the Moon?
Yeah, looks completely different.
Well, that's what they say. But yours was from
Revenge of the Fallen.
Yeah. Also, we have Drift, but the helicopter version of Drift as a deluxe class, and then the deluxe class Dropkick, which is only a car. So Drift and Dropkick, of course, they're triple changers in the movies, but no one bothers to engineer their three modes in the toys.
This is such bullshit. I hate that. It bothers me so much.
It is annoying. And then so that's the Studio Series figures, and then the last figure is the Masterpiece movie Megatron, MPM-08 Megatron. And this is, I guess this is the first movie Megatron, right? The 2007.
I think so. Yeah. So
we only see
spindly fingers.
Yeah, we only see him in robot mode here. We don't see the space jet mode.
Yeah.
So yeah, for I guess Daryl, I know for you're looking for the Constructicons, so that's two more Constructicons coming soon.
Yep.
The Siege figures, they've still got the battle damage, so that's there. Barricade looks kind of cool though. He looks he's got
purple.
Yeah, purple legs and black chest. That's interesting combination there.
Mm-hmm. Does he have a tattoo on his face?
I don't know what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like there's a patch or something. I don't know what that is.
It kind of looks like an Autobot logo, but yeah, he's obviously a Decepticon, but there's something on his face.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the Mike Tyson of Transformers.
He's holding a Micromaster as a weapon.
Two of them.
Yeah, I guess the
ones that are right in front of him.
Yeah, the Decepticon car team. I think are they the race car patrol or something like that?
Yeah, something like that, or the sports car patrol. One of those patrols.
So so I guess Jeremy, any of these figures interesting for you?
I like the Barricade, but the one thing I really wish out of all these was the Thundercracker. I like it. I'm a fan of Thundercracker as a character. I just wish this one was a darker blue. I'm guessing they're trying to be more animation accurate or something, but I feel like Thundercracker needs to be a darker blue than what he is here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with you. Of course, the battle damage is still bothering me for all these figures. So yeah,
I guess you can always just repaint it yourself.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, if you're going all to all the effort of getting the battle damage off, I guess you could do that too.
Yeah, but other than that, the Studio Series stuff doesn't interest me. I'm not into the movie stuff at all. Although, I guess that the Megatron would be neat if you had like a display, like a Hoover Dam display.
Mm-hmm.
To have him in the ice. But the Galaxy Optimus Prime is it kind of interests me more now, but I don't know. That would have to be kind of a impulse purchase, and he still has the battle damage on him too.
Daryl, what about you? I know you're looking for the Studio Series Constructicons. Any of these other figures you're interested in?
Well, you're right. The Constructicons really do make my list here. That's probably it. I already voiced my opinion on the single change, triple changers. The coloring of Thundercracker doesn't really throw me all that much. I mean, when they announce a Seeker, you know they're doing all three, so we knew he was coming. Siege Optimus, I'm pretty much off this figure now. I have Ultra Magnus. I have the original this is based on twice. I gotta really start focusing on something else, because I'm buying all this new stuff and it's costing way too much. If this is a leader class figure, this is $70 here in Canada. So it's too much. But yeah, no, that's about it.
All right. Well, that's my toy topic. So let's finish up the toy section with some rapid fire toys.
Absolutely, positively, definitely. Nobody can get the job done faster than I can. Nobody.
It's been a while since we've done an actual rapid fire segment, so I'm going to try and go through this as quickly as possible. But we've got a lot of topics from the company Shockwave Lab. So they have been doing a bunch of upgrades, and we've talked about a few of them on the show previously, but I thought I'd gather up a bunch of them from the past few weeks and discuss them all in one shot here. So Shockwave Lab's SL46 is an upgrade kit for Masterpiece movie number 3, Bumblebee, and this is just a set of LEDs that you can insert or add on to the figure to give them working headlights. It's pretty simple, doesn't do anything else, but it'll give the figure actual working headlights. I do not see any pictures of them working in car mode. They're only working in robot mode, but if you wanted headlights to work, you got them. Shockwave Labs SL47 is an upgrade kit for Titan's Return Fortress Maximus, and this upgrade kit is basically more LEDs, but it's changing out one of the gun segments, the one that attaches to his leg, and changes the gun barrels to LED lights. And up there on his chest, you've got that big, window area. It puts an LED in there as well. So adding some lights to Fortress Maximus. It's not super fancy. It just kind of adds a little bit of shine to the figure. Number SL48. This is another LED upgrade kit for Siege Voyager Megatron. Very simple here. It is a green light that goes in the middle of the figure's chest to make his Decepticon logo kind of glow. There's also another piece of plastic that can go on the back of his gun to give him a little bit of more of a tank looking thing, or kind of a club, and it also appears to have an LED in it as well. So SL49, these are posable hands for the Wei Zhang Megatron. So this is the movie Megatron from, it must be the last night, and it's the one that the Hasbro did in Voyager that Wei Zhang upscaled. So a bit more to follow there for it to work, but this is posable hands for that. We've got links to all these things on the show notes, but it's simple, easy upgrade. And if you really thought those hands on the original Wei Zhang one kind of sucked, here you go. And lastly, this is SL50. This is another LED upgrade kit for Titan's Return Overlord. And this one's pretty simple. It changes out the Power Masters that would go in Overlord's chest and gives you ones that light up. You can have some bright lights in his chest booby places. Those are the upgrade kits for Shockwave's Lab. But we do have a couple other things. And this is from Flame Toys. Flame Toys is giving us a bit of some transparency. They wanted the people to know that the ones who ordered their Star Saber figure, their Kurokara Kuri Star Saber figure, that it's going to be delayed until July. So they just wanted them to know. And a lot of people on their Facebook page kind of were showing some anger. Some of them were saying, thanks, I needed more time to save. Some of them were understood completely. They wanted it perfect. So just letting everyone know, if you were waiting on the Star Saber figure from Flame Toys, it's going to be a little late. But I'm assuming you probably already got the email as well. And also from Flame Toys, we've got a new model kit. This is a recoloring of their Starscream into Thundercracker. So if you were wondering whether they're going to do the Seekers, looks like they are. And this is the number 5 set, and they have called it Thunder Space Cracker. They are showing off a picture of the product sample, mentioning that delivery of the product will be in process soon. Start looking for that if you're a big fan of Thundercracker. And that is it for Rapid Fire.
All right. And that'll do it for our toy discussion. So let's move on to some trips to the store. This is where we show off all the awesome Transformer stuff we got this week. We do this as a video that we show on YouTube, but we will also discuss everything right here in the podcast and describe all our merchandise to you in loving detail. But you should really watch the YouTube video and see everything in beautiful high definition as well. So without further ado, trips to the store. I'm going to go first because this week I didn't really pick up anything. So I decided to take something off my shelf that I had not opened yet. So this is a couple years old. This one is Titan's Return Ape Face, the Titan Master. So here he is. I took him out of the package. Hey, he's a cute little figure. I think we're getting the HorrorCons in Siege, I think. Didn't we hear some rumors about that? These would be the last guys to complete the Headmaster set for the new Generations figures that we never saw. But yeah, here's a little ape face guy. He's just the head with the little ape Action Master partner, I'll say. But he's a gorilla. His partner's a gorilla that then turns into a ship, kind of like the G1 figure, and then then the head sits in there. And he flies around. There he is. So that's a cool little figure. And this is your only option for Ape Face in the Titans Return line, sadly. So yeah, and like I said, I already had this figure, but he was trapped in the package for a long time, and I have freed him from that prison. So that's it. That's what I got, or what I'm showing this week. Jeremy.
All right. I have something that I've been eyeing for a long time. I saw that just randomly. I saw a 20% off Barnes & Noble gift certificate that was good for this weekend, and I knew that this was in stock at Barnes & Noble, so I went and picked it up. Why would they have Transformers? Because it's not really a Transformer, but it is licensed. I got the Fury model Optimus Prime kit. It basically knocked about $5 off, down to $30. And I haven't done anything other than just open up the packaging because I got it today. And it being Mother's Day, not really spend my time doing the model. But I was happy. I didn't know if it was going to have stickers or not. I am happy to see that it does.
Nice.
Because it is completely unpainted. Like if you see the sprues, these are just like, the colors in the figure on the packaging are basically the plastic. That's upside down. But the plastic is the different colors, and then you can paint it if you want. But I was happy to see that the other markings, like the gray stripes and stuff, are via stickers, and they have Autobot logos. I really, I'm hoping that Toy Hacks does a set, because I would be interested to see what they could do to make this look even better. I'm sure they have experience with third-party IDW-style Optimus Primes. And I'm sure I will use this again once I've put it together. I'm not ashamed to do that. That's all I got.
All right, we slide it over to you, Daryl.
I got this little guy. He was one of the guys I was missing. This is Onyx Prime.
Oh.
It's a little Titan, or Prime Master, I guess they were called.
Onyx Prime. I think I know what that came with.
Do you?
Da, 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 da.
But you hate Predaking.
He is here. I have assembled him with the add-on kit as well. Yes, Titan's Return, Predaking. He's awesome with the add-on kit. Without the add-on kit, he's okay, but with the add-on kit, he's beefy. Like, he's big. It adds the length with these wings. It gives him a sword. He doesn't have a sword to begin with. It definitely fills out. A lot of people were complaining about like the waist. I'm going to show the back because it shows it a little better. You can see here that the waist pieces on the side here, they kind of fill in and give it a little bit of more width. Plus the cock and balls that we were discussing, it's a spine that goes up the back of them here, and then the balls, they fill out the base here, and you can
spreads the weight.
Yeah, it fills it in really nicely.
They're load-bearing balls.
They are definitely load-bearing. There are other bits and pieces at play here. There's actually a set of gears, like to kind of strengthen some joints. I didn't take them apart to put those in, so there's still a little bit more I can do. But you replace the hands completely with fully articulated fingers. So if you can see there, there's our full jointed 1, 2, 3, 4, and then they move side to side as well, so you can splay them out. Like, these are really great hands that you get with this set. By contrast, like, I got that set from Perfect Effect for the Abominus. This set is from DNA Designs, and they did it for this big honkin' Mamba Jamba, and it's way better. I really, really like this set quite a bit. And like I said, it does add quite a bit of heft to him and stabilizes him a lot. If I would add one thing to it, I would ask that they make the little like cannons on his shoulders maybe a little bit longer, just because they seem a little bit like stubby. But other than that, this thing is great. The legs, I don't think I knew this until just when we were getting ready here, but the waist joint for the individual robots works as a kind of like a shin joint. So you can move those around, and they work really well. I really like this thing. It's quite good. I'm going to put it down because it's heavy.
How are the individual Predacons?
Not the best. The star of the show is the Predaking mode. I did get one more thing this week, and it is something that I've been working on attaining for a while as well. I wish Yoshi was here to kind of experience this. This is a G1 Optimus Prime in a box. Yeah.
Nice.
Did it come in that box, or is it pieced together?
I believe it was pieced together. This was the best box that was at the store, and but the styrofoam inside is like mint. But the Optimus that's in it is like the first year, because it's still got the metal plates in the trailer. It's the Diaclone styled box. But yeah, it's really cool. I like adding this kind of stuff to my collection. Yeah. I mean, I have less to say about this than I do a Predaking, but yeah, this is probably a grail for a lot of people, and myself included. But yeah, the box is really nice. It's a Canadian box. You can see here the French name is Optimus.
French.
Optimus Primo. Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Nice. So, are you gonna display your Predakings all together?
I should get them all out and kind of put them side by side. That requires a lot of space.
Yeah. Well, you got all those boxes behind you on top of your D-tops.
Yeah, I can take those down. Yeah, that's it for me this week. A couple big things.
All right, we're back from our trips to the store, and let's finish up the show with some feedback. All right, we have one bit of feedback that was left on our Discord feedback channel, and this comes from longtime supporter Dinobot Maximize. And he asks, Do you guys look at combiners released by a third party as a whole or one figure at a time? Do you think you would buy the combiner figure you like best from one company and get another of the same team from another? For example, would you get Fans Toys Motormaster and X-Transbots Drag Strip? Of course, you can't combine them into Menasor, but would you get them just to display as individual figures? This feels like a Daryl question because I think you've got the most third-party combiners. So what's your take on this?
I like the sentiment. It's, if it were possible, like if you could convince them all to use the same combining ports, then it would be great. But the point of them is to combine them. So it's kind of defeating the purpose that a portion of that figure's playability is not ever going to be used by you. Sure, if I could buy one that I liked and just kind of have it sitting there. If I were a fan of Dragstrip specifically, like if he was like, that's the character that I just adored, then I would simply just buy Dragstrips. I can't ever see myself buying a full combiner team of just ragtag, guys, just because I like the way they look. The idea is to be able to put them together.
Yeah, it would be neat if someone could figure out, like, maybe 3D print a some kind of connector or something that would allow you to, like, go from one company's central figure to another company's limbs. I mean, I know that would be incredibly difficult to figure out, and each time, you would have to have one for each company. But it would be nice if they could all agree on a standard, connection mechanism. But
yeah,
I don't know. I was gonna say, if I'm getting a combiner, I'm getting that, like, everything for that one, and I'm not one that would want to duplicate something at the expense of a third-party figure. I have a bunch of different Optimus Primes from Hasbro and Takara, but that's just a single figure, like you said. Unless it was something like you were a drag strip collector, I don't see the point. Like Daryl, you have Predakings. You really like that figure, and you have a couple.
Yeah, I got to agree with you guys. I mean, I think unless you're a really big fan of individual characters, it would be not really cost effective to buy characters from different combined teams, especially the third party ones that are super expensive. I think most people want the combining aspect. I mean, that's part of what you're paying for, is the extra engineering to make them look nice in both their modes and then in their combined mode. So you're kind of sacrificing some of your value.
Exactly.
I will say, though, that I bought an official Swindle, the Combiner Wars Swindle, and I didn't buy the other Combaticons just because I like Swindle. So,
Use your drag strip.
I guess, yeah. But I mean, that was kind of an impulse buy. I mean, the Combiner Wars Deluxes were like $15.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're not putting 60 into it.
Right. Yep. So I think that's our answer. Is full combiner teams. Probably not for not the individual figures. I mean, I don't think any of us are big fans of the individual characters, at least across sets of combiner teams. I don't think the combiner teams get fleshed out enough to really have their individual characters shine, with few exceptions,
Yeah.
I think Swindle, got a lot of spotlight. First Aid got a lot of spotlight in several media. Maybe Silverbolt, that's another one that got some, a little bit of shine. But for the most part, the teams kind of out, the team aspect and the combining aspect is what people are drawn to.
Yeah, if you're getting a combiner team, you're going to display it as the combiner more often than not.
All right, well, thanks, Dinobot. That was an interesting question. I think it was a good discussion. I'm curious to hear what other listeners think of that, and maybe you guys can continue to discuss with Dinobot on the Discord channel, but not in that feedback session. Take it to the regular chat. All right, well, that's it for this episode of Transmissions. Thanks everyone for listening, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Hey everyone, thanks for listening to this episode of Transmissions. But just because this episode is over doesn't mean the Transformers fun has to stop. Join us and other Transformers fans on our Discord chat server by visiting transmissionspodcast.com/discord. If you would like to learn more about how you could support the Transmissions Podcast, just visit transmissionspodcast.com/support. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you again next week.
Yeah. Well, she was casual. I mean, we didn't really hang around in the same circles or anything like that, but it was. I remember her being very smart, so we definitely did not hang around the same people.
Smart enough to not hang around you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I'm ready.
All right, cool. And we also have a few other things from the show that I'm just going to run through real quick. And if you guys have any comments on them.
Wait, that's my toy topic.
Oh, that is? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It was the same toy show. And sorry, I just clicked to the next tab.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Jeremy.
Okay, let's stop that.
I don't know where I'm putting this Predaking, though. I don't know. But I should stop talking. Charles is nodding off.